When you have a unique mascot, it's not surprising that few people know its origin. But you are Skyhawks and should be proud of your uniqueness. You could be the Eagles, just like 59 other four-year universities, or a Tiger, like 46 other universities, or you could be a Bulldog, along with 39 other universities. But you are Skyhawks, and only 2 other universities in our great country have the same nickname. But neither of those are built on the traditions that captures the true spirit of our mascot. Since this campus became part of the University of Tennessee system, it's had 3 mascot names. Some 15 years ago, the university's leadership set out to identify a mascot that captured the history and spirit of our campus. The result was the creation of a unique mythical hawk that flies a single-seat mid-1900s airplane. By mythical, we mean there is no such hawk species. The Skyhawk is much like a superhero, something people can believe in and kids love and respect. The history of the Skyhawk captures 3 significant events during our history. First, the creators of the Skyhawk wanted to place the Skyhawk spirit inside an animal that was common in West Tennessee. They chose the Red-Tailed Hawk. Watch and learn how a Red-Tailed Hawk can dominate.
You'd have to be one tough and hungry animal to try to make a meal out of a venomous western diamondback rattlesnake. After all, this North American desert dweller is one of the most dangerous snakes in the world. Its bite is loaded with hemotoxic venom, and this can cause considerable pain and tissue damage in any creature it sinks its fangs into. Enter the Red-Tailed Hawk. With a wingspan reaching nearly 5 feet, it's one of the largest hawk species in the world. The bird of prey wastes no time. It swoops right in to make a quick meal out of the snake. The rattler is instantly on guard. It sounds its trademark warning signal. Now check out this matador move. The Red-Tailed Hawk is trying to divert the rattler, get it to strike at its wing feathers and expose its head. The hawk jumps the rattler and digs in its talons.
The Red-Tailed Hawk, fearlessness and skill. But what else did you see? A Red-Tailed Hawk's vision is 3 times better than a human. The Skyhawk spirit embraces the ability to be prepared for what lies ahead by having keen vision. Second, the creators of the Skyhawk wanted to add tradition to the new mascot. That's where the plane was added. In the early 1940s, World War II was in full swing. Almost any male who was physically able was drafted or volunteered for military service. Enrollment at colleges and universities declined dramatically. And since UTM, known then as UT Junior College, was already a small campus, it was close to shutting its doors. However, Chancellor Paul Meek signed a contract with the federal government to provide the initial flight training for Army and Navy pilots. There was an airport at the location of the Martin Soccer Complex where the trainees received their flight training. Those young men received their academic training right here on our campus. These photos show the 42 UT Junior College students who went on to serve in World War II and who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Because of their sacrifices, we enjoy many freedoms that are the envy of the rest of the world. So when you see the Skyhawk's goggles or his flight jacket, remember the notion of sacrifice and ask yourself, is there anything you need to sacrifice to excel academically? Do you have to be reminded that the choices you make today will affect your life and other lives for many years to come? The third and final piece of tradition that goes into the Skyhawk comes from the first institution of higher learning that existed on the property where we are gathered today. That institution was a small Bible college called Hall Moody Institute. The administration building on campus is named in honor of that institution. Hall Moody Institute later became Hall Moody Junior College and was eventually purchased by the state of Tennessee in 1927. But during the Hall Moody days, their athletic teams carried the mascot nickname of Sky Pilots. Sky Pilots was a frontier term for preachers who traveled around preaching at various churches. So the sky in Skyhawks is a memorial reference to Sky Pilots. So as Skyhawks, we can embrace the spirit of the Sky Pilots. Nobody is suggesting that you must become a preacher, but the Sky Pilot spirit will hopefully cause you to stop and ask yourself the question, what is my moral compass? For you see, if your moral compass is simply what makes you feel good, you are headed for disaster. What is your guide for helping you make decisions? As you take another look at our mascot, Captain Skyhawk, what do you see? A hawk face that represents fearlessness, skill, and vision. Goggles that represent making sacrifices for others, specifically sacrifices that benefit your university, community, and your character. A name that includes Sky and refers to the early Sky Pilots to help remind you of the need for a spiritual moral compass that's higher than laws or policies. The next time someone says, "What's a Skyhawk?" I hope you will look them in the eye and tell them the history of a Skyhawk and why you are proud to be one.